Hey guys, what's going on? BMcG here, and we have war number 5 of season 33. We're going up against SSx-1. This was a really exciting war because I think it's one of the, well, it's not the first time, but it's one of the few times I've gone against these guys, and I almost joined up with them a while back. They would have been my first tier 1 alliance I've ever been in, and things just didn't work out the way they did. My buddy Slaymon got in there too when I was like trying to get in there, which I'm super happy for him because he's pretty much been there the whole time. He took a slight break and they brought him back immediately, like once he was ready to come back. But Slay and I, him and I have been playing, or we played together for a few seasons way back when, and we like worked our way up to tier 1 together, and then we split and did our own separate things after that. So I help do a little bit of planning in BG1, and I do defense in BG1 fully, and he does all the planning in BG1 if I'm correct. So it's just a cool little cool thing to see, like one of your buddies. I don't know, it's just cool to see like progression. I don't know how to say it like gracefully, but it's interesting to see how like things change, and seeing someone else that you came up with helps put it in perspective, if that makes sense. So yeah, we're going up path 6 in section 1. There's this I-bomb here. We're using Overseer here. Overseer is one of the best counters to I-bomb. I kind of play like crap because I launched my special 1 too early, and you know, I didn't want that to happen, because once I launched it, it was at 1 gamma power, and then somehow gained 2 gamma power during the special 1. So yeah, that activated cosmic mode at its lowest potential potency for everything, and I didn't like that. So this fight was a little bit longer than it had to be, which is annoying, but the special 2 here will sort him out after we bait the special 1 out, punish it with our 5-hit combo, and yeah, super straightforward fight, full yellow bar finish. Love to see it. So yeah, this war was really fun for me. Just it's cool to match these guys, just because I'm buddies with Slay and a couple other guys in there like Campo. He's really cool. I've been talking with him more ever since he joined the CCP. DLL, he's a really cool guy, super nice. One of the smarter players I've met through the game. So he's cool to talk to. There's a bunch of other guys like Meta, Work in Progress, Nerd's in there. Nerd's a good dude. Nerd does like full-on attack plans in like 30 minutes. The dude's nuts. So yeah, they're just a good group of guys, just all clean players. While I'm talking, I just obliterated that Corvus. Yeah, that Corvus had aggression prowess and power focus too. It was really straightforward sorcerer fight. Next up we have Node 23 Nova. This is another straightforward sorcerer fight. The slow counters Mixmaster, and all the buffs that Nova gets, we easily will turn into power with Mystic Dispersion. So yeah, super straightforward fight here. But yeah, I like matching SSx. It kind of sucks matching buddies, because if you lose, it sucks. If you win, you feel bad because they're your buddies and you don't want to see them lose. I assume it feels the same way for them. One of our officers here in 4 Loki is also playing in SSx with his alt account. He's got 2 huge accounts, and you know, his main one's in 4 Loki, but his side one is in SSx. So people have called the 4 Loki for his SSx wars the Clown Wars, because the guy who has the 2 accounts is Clowniest Clown. Yeah, he's a good dude. I enjoy talking with him. He's really smart. He's BG2's signer here in 4 Loki, and then I believe he plays in BG1 over in SSx-1. I feel like I'd get confused if I had multiple accounts. I'm trying to remember which battle group I join on which account. I mean, it's easier now that they have it assigned, like when you log in, you're looking at the battle groups, it says which one you need to join. But yeah, this fight is taking a little bit longer than I had hoped. Just got auto block trying to do an intercept there, which is fine. It's not really a big deal. It's not like he's gonna like parry stun me, but I think we finished this full yellow bar. Yeah, we do. So yeah, really enjoyable sorcerer fight. I think that is the third of our 7 fights this war. So we're going up path 1 in section 2, but first off, shout out to Brody getting a Daredevil Hell's Kitchen at the top of his profile. He found my channel through my Daredevil videos back in the day. He added me and I added him back, and he messaged me every once in a while telling me, hey, check out the synergy for Daredevil. But yeah, he's a cool dude. So shout out to him for getting his favorite character at the top of his profile. So yeah, next up in path 1 we have Terrax on the first node. That's the like no retreat with regen instead of degen or whatever. I don't know what it's called. I'll see when I pull it up. Never back down, that's what it's called. So if you dash back twice, they get a regen passive. It's really not a big deal because sorcerer is a tank. So right here, we're just gonna cycle to our power gain phase so I can combo into, I believe is what I want is a special 2 in the armor break phase, or the fury phase, so I can put the armor break on and deal a ton of damage. So right here, get a decent special 2 off, 42,000 on the last hit, something light. Now we launch the second special 2 in the armor phase, so we have regen on block active. So we can pretty much just block these hits and not have to worry. Now we also have some armor breaks on us, so we can heal with willpower. And Terrax is pretty much sorted out here. Super straightforward fight. So next up we have Killmonger on Buffet, and this is supposed to be anti-Overseer, but I could just take this with Sorcerer. So it's really not a big deal. It is what it is. I probably didn't even need Odin for my fights. I think I talked about this last war. So I only brought Odin because I'm taking node 53 Hulkbuster again. And the Odin buffs will give me shock resistance, but Sorcerer already has increased energy resistance. So I think I could have gotten through all these fights without needing the full team, other than I-Bomb. I-Bomb I would need Overseer, but I could have had another counter if needed. But I like bringing Odin. He's came to every single war for me this season so far. Same with Sorcerer, and then Overseer has come for 4 of the 5, and Nimrod has come for 1 of the 5. It's really weird seeing how I've only brought 4 different champs into 5 total wars. I really like the way we plan here. I'm trying to learn from the guy who currently plans for us. He's been planning for years now, I think. Really good dude. Taught me a lot. He's the one who allowed me to take over defense because I offered to do so. It's crazy. I always said like I never wanted to be an officer again after being an officer for like 3 straight seasons somewhere, and like I was offering to help them out here. I don't know, the structure here is really awesome. I like the way 4Loki does things. It really makes things streamlined, and I help streamline some things with defense, so it's a lot easier to assign defenders. But next up, Hulkbuster on 53. This is probably my sloppiest run of, or sloppiest fight against Hulkbuster here. You guys will see why it's pretty sloppy. So I wanted to get all my fights done the night of war, like the first night of war. So I ran the 6-hour boosts, but they fell off because we half of us were busy at night. So we pretty much just said, let's regroup in the morning, get the stuff done in the morning. So I think at this time it's like noon, just before noon. So I had to coordinate with one of our guys, and this is today when I'm recording it. It's not gonna be today for you guys. It's Sunday. So getting a bunch of grown people to get together and play video games on a Sunday is very hard to do so, considering everyone's bit older. Some people have families. So yeah, it was interesting, but the guys here, we all make it work, and we're all pretty easygoing. I really enjoy this group, not just for Loki, but my battle group specifically. I really enjoy playing with these guys. They make it enjoyable. The like chats inside the in the game right there, sloppy as hell. We eat a little combo because I'm slow to block and I accidentally parry, which is normally a good thing. It's not a good thing here on Stun Reflect because it's just reflect the parry stun. But yeah, we deal with it. I threw on the protection buff just in case I get hit by a special 1 because that could kill me if I get hit by it. And the protection will cap the damage at 15%, which would be an A+. Right there, we eat another combo because we try to get fancy with intercepting. And I pretty much realized here I need to stop. I need to chill out. But we are going to regen a bit. You guys will see how much we regen. So right here we nullify his regen buff. We don't want that getting too out of hand. I don't know what sig this Hulkbuster is. Don't remember when I looked at it. But yeah, we are now back to almost a full yellow bar because of willpower, healing, and regen on block. So she's OP. But yeah, back to the group. Just the messages in like the chat in game, and then our battle group chats, and then like when I died a couple wars back, like a bunch of the guys from the group reached out to me like via DM and pretty much said, hey, bounce back stronger, you got this, and stuff like that. So I don't know, I enjoy playing with these guys. I don't want to get all sentimental, but yeah, everyone in here except for Karate Mike is pretty decent. He's a weirdo sometimes, says some weird shit. But next up we have the Civil Warrior boss, and we are taking him with Sorcerer Supreme. By the way, I'm joking about the Mike comment. He's a good dude. One of my better friends in this community. He got me into 4 Loki, so really appreciate that guy. So yeah, we back out and make sure our pre-fight's stuck. I'm not really talking through these fights. These fights seem pretty self-explanatory in my opinion. If you guys have any questions, drop a comment and I will explain things. I just feel like some of the node changes, like Path 1, they've gotten a lot easier, and then some of these nodes are so old that I think a lot of you guys already know what's going on, and I'm just showing you guys how to bring a counter into that fight. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll explain things to you guys and explain why we assign certain things, you know, for my fights, because I have the most say on my own fights when I help plan. So right here we're going to be a little bit careful. We want to get the special 2 off with the slow, because we had the slow banked from the power gain phase or whatever. So yeah, now that we got the special 2 off, that allowed us to have it pause after the special 2, but Mystic Dispersion shot us to our special 3, and we are in the power gain phase, which allows us to like permanently bank a slow on all special attacks. So this fight's pretty much fully under control now. It's going to take a little bit longer than I would anticipate, and a little bit longer than I'd like. This dude's a tank. He's Nullify immune, well, he's buff control immune, and then he's got all kinds of armor ups, and then yeah, he gets all kinds of physical vulnerability, or not physical vulnerability, physical resistance and energy resistance from the node. I think it's adaptive. So yeah, he's just a tank on this node. I think it's a good placement if you expect your boss to not get any kills, which it's likely in tier 1 your boss is not going to get any kills, so you want it to take as long as possible. So having like rank 4 Maxic Thing is a good strategy. Having Civil Warrior here is a good strategy, although I think Tigra would really destroy this dude, or at least do a good job of taking him down quickly. But I think Sorcerer's the safest just because she's got the slow, the regen on block, you know, the whole 9 yards. She can armor break if needed, but it's not going to make or break the fight. It'll just help remove some of the armors. I don't know who else I'd use here, though. Like, I wouldn't want to use Corvus. Civil Warrior is really annoying because he gets an armor up every 5 hits, and if you get it high enough, he'll have like a 100% chance to gain unstoppable from unstoppable armor. Struggling talking today. But yeah, this fight, once I started getting out of like launching multiple special 3s back to back, and we're getting into like the special 2s, we're pretty much good to go. I didn't have a 200% cosmic boost, or not cosmic, mystic boost, which kind of sucked. I wanted to use that for this, but I didn't have any, so I got to try to keep an eye on the loyalty store, see if I could find them when they come in. But yeah, that's my war. We ended up losing this one too. We lost 8-9. Good job to SSx-1 and all the guys. Good job to Slay with his planning and everything. I think our battle group tied 3-3. So yeah, it was a fun one watching the scoreboard. You know, it was really close. I think we cleared, and it was like 7-9, and they had like 10 fights left, and they only died once in the last couple fights. So yeah, they did a really good job closing out and playing well under pressure. Definitely enjoy facing these guys. They did great. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy, consider hitting like, consider subscribing. If you already sub, you know I love you. See you guys for the next video or stream. Peace out.